Oh, we're on.
Struggling there, mate, with the heat.
Hot dog.
She ain't doing too well, is she?
The old heartbeat's gone up a few BPM by the looks of it. Stuck in the fur coat. Miserable. I got bad knees and hips today. I'm tired. Feel a bit delirious. Seem to be laughing at things that we never would normally laugh at.
We have been eating lots of sugary sweets today, though.
Haribo.
I feel like that's sort of adding to the issue, really.
It's because someone's dropped us in plenty of sweets, mate. Isn't it?
It is.
We've got to get through them. Sorry about the coffee. Didn't mean to be obnoxious. Someone said in the comments yesterday, you noticed that, didn't you, mate?
I did see that, actually, yeah.
What was I eating?
What was it? One of them, was it?
A toffee.
Or something like that. But I did see that people appreciated that you stopped eating after that, or drinking, or whatever it was.
We'll go on to that in a bit. Before that, mini. God, it is hot, mate, isn't it?
It's very hot. What is it, 26?
More than that. I bet
like
you it's nearly 30 out there.
Yeah, probably.
So, this is one of the minis that I've been doing this week. This engine here is a spare engine for Clive, and Clive is the gentleman that runs Apex Motorsport, that do the track days down at Chivenor.
Yeah.
And he is a good friend of Tom Upton's. Tom is the gent that does our welding and fabricating. Little gem he is.
He is.
And this is his spare engine, mate, for his rather rapid Mini.
Oh, right.
Did you see it
Is
go
that
around
the
there
little,
last time?
the nice little sort of green one?
Yeah, the little greeny one.
He's done it really well, hasn't he?
He was going around there last time. I don't know whether you was there, was you?
No,
you
I
weren't.
didn't. I haven't seen it go
Looked
round, but
strange.
it
It was going
car.
so fast. Don't really see a Mini go like that.
No.
But yeah, it's a spare motor, mate. So you balanced the crank assembly.
have.
We polished it, blasted all this job, and
Yeah, got
balanced
that
it up.
looking better again.
We've got the usual max speeding con rods, mate. Can't fault the things. And we've got a set of Swift Tune pistons.
Nice.
Now, Clive did supply us with a set of plus 20s originally, before we'd even bought it. Classic reason why you shouldn't go buying pistons before you bought it. Didn't quite clean, actually. 30s are very hard to get for the Minis at the moment. So we've gone straight for 40s. Differences with the aftermarket pistons and rods as opposed to the originals, mate. We have circlips.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we have a bronze bush in the con rod, and we also have circlip grooves in the pistons, which makes it a lot easier to assemble, doesn't it?
Yep, and
disassemble.
take apart, yeah.
So all we've got to do is put those on there, mate, do the ring gaps, this job's done.
Nice.
Through here, we've got another 2 minis. So one is for Scott, or Scott, you know Scott at the...
Yep, Scott,
does the Renault Clios.
V6s, yeah.
Yeah, does the V6 Clios. It's a customer of his. So this is another 1275 gone out to 40. We've got various other bits. This is meant to have been a built motor. So we're just going through it, making sure everything's good and ready to assemble, and those guys are just going to put it together, same as what we normally do. And there's another Mini, that's Clive's there, and there's another Mini going out to 40 over there for another customer of ours, Andy.
What's this one then? That's another Mini again, isn't it?
So this one is just for a reface of the block and the head, and that is for Chris that used to run
Oh yeah, car
engines down the road, which weren't exactly our competitor, but they were just another reconditioners that were happened to be 100 yards down the road. But yeah, never really sort of in competition with them. But Chris has been retired for 6 or 7 years now. Can't leave it alone though, can he?
No, well,
just getting involved with a little build there for a friend of his, I think. So nice to see Chris today. I haven't seen him for a while. And over, let's quickly, mate. Few bits for my Cosworth, or our Cosworth, mate. We've got a nice, genuine 2-wheel drive water pump. Although they're cast iron and a bit heavier, I like to use these.
Well,
a bit more robust.
Designed for it, aren't they?
Yeah. Now these are the. You asked why I got a full set of mains bolts.
Yeah, it's not very often we get new mains for these, is it?
Not really, no. But if you remember, the reason I bought this 200 block, I got it fairly cheap, and the reason for that is it was a lovely block, but it had the mains caps on, sitting in about an inch of water.
Ah, yeah. So it needed line boring. Didn't
needed line boring because it had corroded the cap.
Yeah.
And it also corroded the the bolt heads, mate. So
Yeah, so they're not
no,
awful, but it's
you
just,
could use them,
yeah,
but we may as well for the price of them.
Yeah,
Let's
just
not
grab some
fanny
new
around.
ones.
Also, Burton supplied us some very nice blingy
Mirror finish they
bling.
are. They're cool. I like them.
So these are the lifting eyes, and also little things like this, which I obviously haven't got and very difficult to get hold of. This is a fuel pressure regulator.
Is that the one? Does that sit on the end of the inlet manifold?
Yeah, on the end of the fuel rail.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to have a word with PJ. They're going to supply a fuel pressure regulator for me, an aftermarket one, but a new one. No point getting rid of getting used stuff like that, because it's all a bit tired, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you can get it new, get it new. Got me oil jets and me studs to go in.
So these are the ones. They're a BMW part, aren't they?
These are a
oil
BMW
jets.
part, an original BMW part, which are probably about 25 quid each.
But it's basically just quite a generic sort of oil squirter.
Pretty
with
much,
with
yeah.
with the thread you like. Is
Yeah.
it just an 8x125?
It's just 8x1, mate.
Oh, by one.
Yeah, and there's no locator in that, so you can position them where you want. Bit of thread lock on the old banjo bolt, mate, and away you go.
Nice.
So Burton brilliantly now do things like this. Thermostat housing for the two-wheel drive head, which obviously I haven't got. Thermostat, bits and bobs, new things like this. Ain't worth cleaning the old ones up, is it?
Nah.
So yeah, gathering bits, mate. And over here I have today, while it was half cool this morning, I thought I'll have a little rush of doing work, and I've reconditioned the throttle body and inlet manifold for this Cosworth for our customer.
Lovely.
Obviously, we've got new bits for them as well. We've got a new oil pump, two-wheel drive oil pump, same water pump, and I've also put one of these in stock just in case, because we always change them
Yeah.
if they come with alley ones on. And that's it, really. You have been cracking on with the V6. This is the
yes.
Mitsubishi 3000 GT.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I've got the heads on. And
It's
I've
growing.
It's growing.
It's growing now,
Oh, I
mate.
suppose, yeah, I got the bottom end together. Don't know if that was shown on the last video.
We showed
or
the
not.
piston crowns, didn't we? And we've
Yeah.
shown the jut out.
Yeah, so I've got all that together,
Yeah.
heads on, just been getting the cams in there, sealing up around the cam caps and the seal. Got to put a little bit of sealant on there.
Nice, because all this is very difficult to get at on one of these when you've built it up.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
the
probably
thing. You've
best
got
to
to
make
make
sure
sure
it's-
you've done all those little bits before
Yeah.
you start whacking inlet manifolds on and all that. And
Exactly.
so, yeah.
And you have come up with, we're not going to go on about this in this video, mate, and maybe not the next, but very soon, you have come up with a little method of what we're going to be doing to move the business on with regards to jotting down measurements and tolerances and
sort of
torque
going
settings.
more down the blueprinting, full-on blueprinting.
Very impressive, mate. Can't wait
Well-
to show it. But I was going to show it today, but you've said no. Let's wait until we get everything
Get
there,
everything together
and then we'll
first.
show it.
Yeah.
Pro.
Waiting on a couple bits, simply.
Professional. Been some time since we've gone on about anything. Well, I wouldn't say it's that negative, really, but I just happened to be talking to someone the other day, actually, about how we deal with not just the trolls in the comments and via email, but just negative comments.
Negative
There's constructive
interactions.
negative comments.
Yeah.
And then there's non-constructive, and then you just get the downright plonkers, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
How do you deal with it? They ask people. And I've noticed that there has been some people that have said that they've gone to set up a channel, done a video. As soon as they read a negative comment, they're out. They can't deal with it.
No. Well, and it's understandable.
It is understandable, and it takes. I can hold this, can't I?
You can hold that. It's a coffee. I'm sure there's no copyright infringement on that.
No, it's not that obnoxious. Yeah, so people ask, they're sort of fascinated how we cope with it, really. I suppose it's one of them where you get used to it, don't you?
You do, and you sort of realise, although it feels personal, it ain't personal.
No.
They've only thought about that comment they've left for as long as it took them to type it, whereas you'll be thinking about it for longer, so you may as well just think, well, they've only thought about that for 5 seconds. So.
Exactly. I mean, the thing is, when you get a big enough sort of, I suppose, fan base, or like a regular viewer, any non-constructive negative comments, people are on it, aren't they? And they say, don't listen to them, which is fine. But what I've tried to explain to people is, when you first start, any negative comment aimed at you or at your business before you're on YouTube or on social media would be aimed at you personally, wouldn't it? So that's what people...
And it'd be face-to-face. It
would be face-to-face, or even if it's via text message, or it would be aimed at you.
Yeah.
And that is why people initially take it personally, whether it's about the channel or not. But what you find is over time, you know, you just realise that these people don't really know you, although they say you don't know who the hell they are. You put yourself out there to start with, and there is going to be people that literally do watch channels to criticise, really.
Well, or some of them you find they don't even watch much of the video. They just watch a bit and go, and then they go off on one in the comments, and then they probably bugger off and don't even watch the rest. So.
No. I mean, the ones that do fascinate me are the people that are the ones that watch channels religiously, yet all they do is pick a negative comment.
Yeah.
And you think, well, there's enough channels out there to watch. The way I think of it now, though, is it's numbers, it's revenue, it's views.
That's it.
All adds to the algorithm.
Yeah.
So crack on, isn't it? I mean, I noticed for quite a while you sort of struggled with some of the comments, but I noticed now you've...
I ain't bothered, to be
well, you
honest.
just know, you get used to it, don't you?
I ain't bothered what they say.
The problem is when you've got a channel, you're never going to be able to cater for everyone all through the video permanently, constantly.
No.
You know, there's...
And a lot of the time, I mean, we see a few about maybe the way the method of doing something, or you know, something like that. But there are more than one ways of doing things, and people have different approaches, different opinions, and
of course they do.
You know,
it is very difficult for the likes of us because we're surrounded on YouTube trying to compare ourselves. It's hard not to compare yourself to the big boys out there like Matt Armstrong and people like that, but you forget that they are YouTubers.
Yeah.
Created. Their job is to create videos.
But I think sort of the opposite of that is I think people forget that we ain't just a YouTube channel. We actually are in here working every day, and the YouTube is sort of a side thing, really. It
is a side thing. I mean, we use it. It's more.
It's important to us, but it's not like the main thing we're thinking about.
No.
Maybe we should a bit more, but
we're not YouTubers. What we are is we're people we're a business building engines, trying to create 3 videos a week for the viewers.
Yeah.
And we've found ourselves using it as a marketing tool because it does bring work in. But not purely that. We do enjoy doing them, but we are not here creating content. We're just literally trying to find things to do videos on, and it ain't easy.
Yeah, we do the work we're going to do, and then we sort of go, well, that might be all right to do a bit of video on, or they might find that a bit interesting.
Yeah.
You know, or this has happened, so we'll talk about this issue or whatever.
This is the thing, isn't it, mate? What we've found now is we have become more busy with actual work and the organising of the work, which gives us sort of less time to focus on the channel.
To be honest, I was thinking this morning. I thought we don't, at the minute anyway. It feels like we're much more involved in the work.
Yeah.
And we're not even really thinking that much about the channel at the minute. I mean, you know, it's
not really. I mean, not that we're neglecting it. It's just that that's the way it's gone. And to be fair, that is the way it's always been intended to be used, the channel, really, to make the business like it is. So it's a fine bit of a fine line on what to focus on more, really. But that's why we tend to, you know, when you're doing 3 videos a week, if you go, say, a month with all 10 engines on the go, you've literally got about 12 videos to create with all the same motors here. So it's very difficult, you know. So we're constantly trying to plan our videos on, you know, put a bit of techie in there, show a bit what's going on in the workshop, and do something, a bit of a discussion or something like that. Not easy.
No, it isn't.
But I don't think we're doing too bad a job, mate.
No, I mean, sort of the amount of effort it takes, I think we still make a pretty decent video.
Yeah. I mean, the only one thing I did want to ask people is whether it's a correct thing to ask them or not. But if you've noticed, we have edged more away from the warranty problem, like clickbait thumbnail and all this jazz, more into what's actually going on in here and the techie
Yeah.
stuff, which if you've noticed, the views per video have gone down, but then they're going to because you're not doing the clickbait. But does that mean that that's people want to see that sort of stuff? Or
I think with the clickbait stuff, it serves its purpose, but it is a short-term gain. It's a short-term. You get that
I think so.
bump in views, but long-term, people might be a bit like, oh, it's always, you know. Look,
Well, that's the
eventually people
trouble, and
get
that's what
fed
we
up
had a
with it,
discussion about, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You
and
know,
I think also
what is good
not
for the
just for the
business.
channel and what the channel numbers are looking like, but for the business, it's almost if you just put in Barham Engines on YouTube and the top 6 videos are all we've been taken to court, warranty this. It's like
Ain't
it don't
great.
look good. You don't even have to watch a video and you immediately think, oh bloody hell, it's
Yeah.
a bit like. You know what I mean?
I think from the start, the first year, people were watching us. They found it interesting because we were honest and we were going on about this, that, the other. But like you say, in the long term, we want to be known for building good engines and being a professional
and
company.
at the end of the day, a lot of the warranty stuff, whilst true, was, you know, a bit dramatised for entertainment, but not that it wasn't real. It just, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what you have to do in it. But it was sort of more entertainment rather than actually what we do as a business, isn't it? So, you know, if I was doing a pure YouTube channel and it wasn't, my business wasn't reliant on it, then I would, I've got plenty to moan about. But yeah, I think we've headed in the right direction, have gone
Definitely,
the right route.
100%.
But we'd like to know what people out there think. Would you like to see more of that, or do you think we've turned it around and changed it for the best? Let us know what you think. But I think we'll end it there, mate, now, because I'm going home shortly. Got lots to do. Not that I want to get out of here, because it's 30 degrees.
Gonna have to go home.
Have a good evening, guys. Make the most of the hot weather, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.